today is Become a Change Maker, and we hope to engage you all in learning just how to do that by coming together. No single snowflake, I'm sure, ever feels responsible for an avalanche. Individually, we're all beautiful, unique, but single and alone. Hopefully, in our efforts today, we can come together and create the avalanche that depletes gun violence and the things and tragedies that plague our neighborhoods on a daily basis.
Well, the reason why gun violence is so important to me, the prevention of gun violence is so important, is because it hits home. I can go home today and lose my life from a gun, and I just feel as though I have a future to look forward to. I have a family that has a future to look forward to. I know people in my community that have bright futures and look forward to things in their lives that a shot can take away. And I feel as though a bullet doesn't know my name. A bullet doesn't know that I want to go to Spelman. A bullet doesn't know that I want to be a judge. It wants to make home in my body. It wants to move into the bodies of my neighbors, my best friend, my sisters, my brothers, and I feel as though we should stop that because, you know, we want to grow up and we want to make our parents proud. We want to make our sisters and brothers proud, say that we made something of ourselves. And I don't want a bullet to tell my story. I want to tell my own story. So,
with somebody in your family being shot or anything like that?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
What, and who was that?
It was two people. My uncle, one of my uncles, I didn't get to meet him because he ended up dying.
Yeah.
He got shot in the back of his neck when he was in the car. And then my second uncle, he's in a wheelchair. He got shot in his neck. And he be telling me about, like, you gotta stop living off the streets, get you an education, and stop being disrespectful and all that.
Sure.
And that takes for me as being, well, I gotta listen to him because he's my uncle, but also he's actually survived that.
Do either of you, any of you, have had any personal experiences with gun violence in your family or in your neighborhood or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Tell us about that if you don't mind.
Like the girl Sierra got shot in her head.
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
Anything like that happen?
Well, it happened like by my house. I think it was like a dude, he got shot in his leg and then he was on crutches. He came back and started to shoot. In the middle of the night, he was shooting. So we all had to get down so we wouldn't get hit.
Ebola virus comes from animals, mainly bats, in sub-Saharan Africa. Bullets come from manufacturers. They're distributed in our community. Guns are distributed in our community. They're manufactured. They don't suddenly appear. So if we think about this in the context of an infectious disease, where did the gun come from? How did it get into somebody's hand or pocket? Where is it? How did that all happen? You all are part of the public health team to do something about this.
We are a picture of the people, hoping to come together as equals. Take it to the streets, be a peaceful. We trying to see fall like an eagle. We are a picture of the people, hoping to come together as equals. Take it to the streets, be a peaceful. We trying to see fall like an eagle.
They were the young people who just as a matter of course, just they didn't even think about it, they put on their seatbelts. And all of a sudden their moms and their dads are thinking, oops, my son, my daughter's putting on their seatbelt, I better put mine on too. It was the young people, I think in large part, who caused this societal change where now we've had this dramatic reduction in fatalities. That brings us to where we are today with gun violence. What do we see in our community with gun violence? We see way, way, way too many people who are losing their lives. But one of the things that we have to do, and again, I'm here because I want the young people to lead this charge, is we have to change the behavior, our societal behavior as it relates to guns.
And everyone's paying attention to all the negative things that are in our community, but our young people are doing tremendous things, and it's our job as the adults to support them, to help them and to follow them. Let's be honest about this. We need to start really listening to what our young people are saying to us.
I'm currently working with organizations like Urban Underground, Serve to Unite, and I'm actually in the midst of creating my own organization that helps to fight against global poverty. And right now I'm trying to get in contact with law enforcement in the city, like the Milwaukee Police Department, so that we can work hand in hand to help stop this outbreak of violence.
So when we talk about what we can do to be change makers, I'm going to get real here for a second. We can decide what we choose to share on social media, right? Now I see a lot of shares about, what is it, World Star? Right? We share a lot of videos that show people twerking, right? But when it comes to having positive things that are going on in our community, or positive young people that are putting out awesome things, awesome music, awesome videos, are they getting shared? Are they getting liked like they should? So my charge for all of us is to say, if we really want to be change makers, let's start becoming our own media. Let's start creating our own buzz. Let's start sharing the positiveness that's around us ourselves.
We are a picture of the people, hoping to come together as equals. Take it to the streets, we are peaceful. We trying to see fall like an eagle. We are a picture of the people, hoping to come together as equals. Take it to the streets, we are peaceful. We trying to see fall like an eagle.
I work a lot with my friend Emilio De Torre at the ACLU. Yesterday I was league observing for the protests that they had in City Hall. I'm deep into the community. I've been at the rallies. I motivate people like little kids. I tell them about these awesome organizations like Urban Underground and True School and other artsy organizations to get them off the streets. Instead of picking up a gun, pick up a pen and write some poetry or some hip hop like Marcelo. He's awesome MC, and just go out there and do express yourself through art instead of picking up a gun and potentially killing someone. Look at the consequences around everything.
From my personal experience, you know, it wasn't nothing with gun violence, but since I've been attending, you know, those places and doing the things that they offer me, you know, I changed a lot. Like I grew a whole lot. So I feel like, you know, if I can do it, then, you know, anybody can, you know, change ways.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Koss, and I'm a middle school teacher, English teacher at Westside Academy 2. I am also the school's Serve to Unite leader. Last year, my students had the privilege of attending the first Coming Together Summit and received a grant to do a project on reducing gun violence. As you can kind of see the images here. The students decided to host a community forum at Our Next Generation on 34th in Lisbon. The event was youth planned and led, all by 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I'm now going to let some of the students that helped put the event together speak about what they did.
Hi, my name is Dacorian and I am in the 6th grade. At the event last year, we worked with a lot of different community organizations to pull this off. 2 weeks before the event, we took to the streets after school, passing out over 2,000 flyers to the neighbors of the school. Many adults stopped to talk to us to thank us for what we were doing. On the day of the event, over 150 people attended. At first, we were aiming the event at teens, but people of all ages showed up.
And so what we did, we worked this summer to do an anti-violence or gun project. It's called A Single Bullet, and what we did is we took some information that was presented to us by youth at SDC. They have a youth core team, and they did case studies on actual gun violence incidents that happened in the city of Milwaukee, and just kind of put a little spin and kind of change the names. And we used that information to create a music video project.
The kids told me, don't build community, Just build trust. Build trust individual, day after day with people. If you start out and you're trying to build community, 9 times out of 10, you'll fail. If you build trust, then the relationships develop, the ones that you want. And if you've got those good relationships, that's what your community will look like.
Because we all need to be bridges in our own communities. We all need to be bridges between young, old, different ideologies, races and whatnot, parts of the city and whatnot. And so this is just a first of, I believe, many efforts and a wider ranging effort just surrounding us coming together and all being bridges.
Ujima, we had the privilege of working with them this summer. And they came up with some great lyrics then, and they came up with some great ones today. They said, people judge me, try to hold me down, but I got swag all the way around. Like a flower, it's about to bloom, like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon. That was their summer song, and then today they wrote one about peace.
When I think of peace, I think of my family. All the love and appreciation that they give. They love, they know, they share, they understand how it feels to be on the beach as a single in a sand.
Well done. Let's keep it flowing, you ready? Yo, when I think of peace, I think of my uncle. He always wrote me peace, he taught me how to get through the struggle. The quest that I find for peace. Stand, look at the ceiling, think about who had inspired me to be the soldier as I am today. I look to my left and I look to my right. I see people with violence in their hearts. When I look into their eyes, I see hatred. When you look into mine, you see peace within me. I'm chilling with my amigos from Project Ujima, Drill Soldier. Hey, well. That was awesome. Ready?
When I think of peace, I think of uncle and mommy. Looking at the world that is outside of me. Sitting in my room, thinking about change. Put the guns down, it's pointless, man.
Hey!